country in the world, and it is worth fighting for. It is worth bleeding for, and if it takes it, it's worth dying for the greatest country that this world has ever seen.
All right. What is up, everybody? We are back. I hope you had a fantastic long Labor Day weekend. For some of us, it was more laborious, wink, wink, than others. We'll get to that here in just a second. But Kamala wants out of the debate. No shocker there. Also, the Dems are now going after the Constitution, calling it dangerous, and go figure, Kamala Harris is caught running fake and counterfeit ads against a professional NFL team, and the bird flu is picking up steam yet again. I'm telling you, they're going to try to rig this thing, and we have Dr. Kelly Victory from the Wellness Company coming to speak to us about it at about the midway point of the show, which I'm excited about because you guys need to know. You guys need to get you one of these contagion kits right here, and we'll talk to you about why here in a bit, because this bird flu thing is really picking up. But let's get business out of the way. We need you to hit that like button. The more you hit the like button, the more people see this video. We also need you to hit that follow button and hit the share button. Let's go ahead and do this right now. Let's get the chat blowing up. Do you believe that Kamala Harris wants out of the debate with Donald Trump? Comment yes or no in the chat. Let's get the chat blowing up. And let's go ahead and introduce everybody that's in the studio today. We even have a special guest, but we'll get to him in a moment. But first, we've got COVID survivor, Mexican cartel, and now Albalito Grandpappy, the pappy of them all. Tony is in the house, ladies and gentlemen.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning.
I gave you that amazing intro, and that's all you got for me?
Thank you for that great intro. Thank you, everybody, for the well wishes and giving me congratulations for my grandbaby. I just want to say God is great. The baby's healthy. My daughter's healthy. She's just recovering. But thank you guys, and here we go.
All right, that's the most he'll ever speak at one time. All right, and then of course producer Royce in the building.
What is up, guys? I don't get a long name like Tony, so I don't know what to say.
And everybody's favorite redneck hot seat pod is here.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Woo.
And we got a special guest back by popular demand, especially from the ladies. We've got Riley Mead from King's Council is here. Well, he has no music, but
there we go. But round of applause. I like it.
Every time you're on the show, Riley. Oh, by the way, I'm Graham Allen. I'm your host. You can go to it and then go to full screen here. I don't need my music. And just okay.
You get it anyway.
I get the music anyway.
You're
all right.
getting it, and you're gonna
just
like it.
Go to all of us real quick. We got special announcements. Okay, so Riley, every time you're on, all the ladies are like, "Ooh, Riley's on," and all this stuff. He's taking, ladies. Calm your estrogen down. All right. Okay. So praise report from the Dear America crew. One, as you guys know, Tony is officially a grandpappy as of 2 days ago now, right? I've lost track of time at this point.
Yes, sir.
We also have another amazing report. Ladies and gentlemen, Riley, which is down here, below Tony. Riley has joined an elite group of individuals. Him and his wife welcomed a beautiful baby boy. They are now officially a part of the adoptive parents community. Woo. So let's give them a round of applause. Awesome. There. The baby's with you guys. The baby is where the baby belongs. So everybody in the chat, say congratulations to Tony and Riley. Tony, tell everybody the name.
Her name is Cozy.
Cozy.
Yes.
Cozy.
Yep.
Cozy Jane, right?
Cozy Jane.
Cozy Jane.
That.
All right,
like
Riley. What'd you guys name that boy of yours?
Titus.
I love it. I love that.
It.
Fantastic.
Cozy Jane. That's like straight out of a Western. I love it.
Hey, look, there's nothing more amazing than doing the right things, raising a family, and then becoming a grandfather. And there is nothing like, I'm biased. We're an adopted family. There's nothing more Christian, what I mean by that, more a showing of the love that God has for us than adopting a child into your family, because we're all adopted into God's family as well. So Riley, kudos to you and your family. Ladies and gentlemen, please make sure to check out Riley and the King's Council. A lot of you guys on the audio side, which you need to make sure you go and subscribe to the audio podcast. You hear them every Friday anyway, but make sure you're checking out what Riley and them do. Riley is in the horrible state of Minnesota. Riley, what do you think about your governor right now?
Bro. Well, the state fair had plenty to say about him this past week, which has been pretty epic.
Yeah, we'll get into that here in a minute. All right, let's go ahead and get our first sponsor out of the way. Ladies and gentlemen, you need to check out our good friends at Silent. That is slnt.com. They have these Faraday pouches. They've got backpacks. They've got fanny packs for you Gen Zers or Gen Alphas or whatever you are. You can put your cell phone in here just like so. Boom, you are now invisible to Big Brother and the government that is tracking you every single day. It cuts off the Wi-Fi, the cellular, the geo-tracking, all of the above. All you got to do is go to slnt.com/Graham. That's slnt.com/Graham. See there, you got the fanny pack. Fanny pack's sold out. It's pretty popular. 15% off plus free shipping when you go to slnt.com/Graham. Ladies and gentlemen, they are tracking us, everything that we do. Don't believe me? Literally, just look at Steve Bannon and everybody across the board. Facebook, they literally stole everyone's social security number the other day. Literally. And we just breezed over it. So protect yourself, your family, your information. Go to slnt.com/Graham. That's slnt.com/Graham. All right, guys, how about we get into the show here? Because we've got a jam-packed show. So make sure you hit that share button. Here we go. All right. This is a video. I don't know who the guy is doing the video, but he's asking this woman about the Trump attempted assassination. And just listen to what she says. This is what we're dealing with, people. About the crazy people on the left we keep talking about. Here we go. Play it.
So Donald Trump was recently shot at one of his rallies. How do you feel about that?
I wish he would have gotten shot in the forehead.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, he's basically like teaching our country like what communism is like. So
you wish death upon someone?
Him. Yeah, unfortunately, I hate to say that because I don't have hatred in my soul at all. But I think
I don't have hatred in my soul.
But I wish he was dead.
But I wish Donald Trump would have took it right in the face because I hate him. I hate him. I hate him. He's bringing communism into this place. Meanwhile, Kamala Harris, her candidate, wants to murder babies.
Send the meteor, Jesus.
Bring legit communism. All right, we got to roll through these things a little bit. This chick has been making rounds.
Oh yeah.
This lady is 42. She's child free, and you'll figure out why here in just a matter of seconds. But boy, she is proud of it. Let's just play it. There's just nothing else to do. Let's go.
I'm 42, I'm child free, it's Labor Day weekend, no babysitter needed. What?
You're 42 with no kids because no man with any morals would touch any of that.
Buddy, she is like the birth control. She's like the birth control glasses you get at basic training. Like that whole video right there. Yeah, she ain't ever got to worry about having kids.
Dude,
ever.
She's psychotic. I believe that women that are this old and childless. I'm not saying 42 is old. I'm saying that old and childless. And they're proud of it. There's some kind of mental incapacity going on right there. I mean, just look at the slow motion video of this. She's been drunk since 10:30 in the morning. At this point,
she's been drunk since 39. Like
this clip and the last clip. Do these people not realize that everything you put on the internet stays on there forever?
No, I mean, she's proud of it, dude. She's the one that did the
that stupid dance, that lib dance.
Yeah, the lib video.
I'm a proud lib.
I'm a proud lib, and when we posted our response for it, she put a royalties copyright on it to where we couldn't make any money off the video because she was so proud of that song. Like that's what we're dealing with here. All right, let's move on. Speaking of degenerates, the loser state university or Louisiana Convict U is what we'll call it. The one that got beat by the Trojans. Can't believe I'm saying this, but go Trojans. Anyway, LSU is a bunch of thugs. That's where you go if you can't pass an ASVAB and or a drug test, you go to LSU. That's where you go.
And they took the top spot from Miami. They win.
Yeah, exactly. And if you're an LSU fan,
sorry,
you know it. You know it to be true, and that's why you get so defensive about it. There is a penalty here. I guess it's unsportsmanlike conduct is what he got.
Yeah.
And this is what he did to get that penalty. Watch it.
Like conduct penalty.
I thought it was the dancing.
Yeah,
it's this. And
that's a good call.
Shotgun blast.
Call.
Now wait, he's proud of it. Watch.
Get emotion. That's all. If you're going to have fun,
I walked over to that boy and said, "Pop pop, pop pop." This is what I'm talking about. Degenerates. This is where we are in our society. This is where we are in America. This young man has an opportunity to do what most people will never be able to do, and you can't take the gang out of the gangster. I guess it's.
Oh my God!
Look at the account this is from. Wow, that was crazy.
Whatever happened to the days when after you scored a touchdown, you just spiked the ball and went back to your sideline?
Whatever happened to the days where you just were not a
degenerate?
Yeah.
I mean, like.
Somebody said Alabama's no better. Who was it? TJ Yeldon did the Johnny Manziel and the X like that and got benched for the whole rest of that game and the whole rest of the next game, the starting running back. So don't talk to me about Alabama. LSU is a bunch of degenerates. The end. I'm just saying. Either way, Riley, you got any fight in this battle, or are you just a pro guy?
I'm more of a pro guy. This college football, I love hearing you guys rip it on college football because it fills in a lot of gaps for me here. So
don't worry. We'll ask David Pollock about it Thursday.
Is actually Bama.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, we got David Pollock coming on Thursdays. Yep. We're going to go over the top 10 predictions every week. That's going to be a lot of fun. All right, let's get into this. This video showed up yesterday from Turkey. And this was a video, the reports were that these were U.S. Navy sailors or personnel that were basically, that they had docked somewhere and, got off to hang out or whatever. And this happened. It looked like an abduction started happening in Turkey for U.S. service members. So let's play it. That's the other sailor right there, I guess. Now, they were chanting something. Does anybody remember what they broke it down and said that chant
Go home,
meant?
Yankee.
Go home, Yankee.
Yeah, go home, Yankee, or something like that.
All right. So, again, the Todd, we have an update on it. What's the update?
Yeah, so those guys are fine. No injuries were reported. They're actually back on the boat, the USS Wasp or whatever it is. The only question I have, and there's another video that's come out on this. It's a little longer, but I'm sorry. Me and Graham were in the military for a long time, dude. Like, Graham, if me and you are walking the street, I'm not letting like a geriatric old man in glasses and two guys hold me. Like, where's the violence from the military? Like, dude, no, those dudes wouldn't have put their hands on me like that.
I'm telling you right now, I am not the guy that will say that I will win everything.
But I'm taking a few with me.
But I'm telling you right now, you're gonna be like, man, maybe I shouldn't have chosen to do that. Like you may. I'm not saying you're not gonna get me.
Yeah.
But at the end of it, you're not going to feel like you won. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, you ain't putting that bag over my head without getting a finger bit. I'm just telling you now.
Scratching and biting whatever, whenever.
Real.
Like, you better not get it anywhere close to me. You're not taking me. I'm just being for real. You ain't taking me. And anyway, I love how his buddy came in after they put the bag over his head. Like, that was the point. Where the guy was like, okay, enough.
Yeah, see, no,
And
no
then look,
swinging.
he can't even
He's
fight
just pushing.
either.
Dude, that guy that he kind of ran in, man, I'm cleaning that dude up.
Wussification of our military across the board. He should have come down from the top rope, and Macho Man Randy Savage, that guy.
For real.
Straight across. But you know what? They probably didn't do it. And we can go full screen for a minute and talk about this. They probably didn't do it because they're worried about repercussions for themselves. You know what I mean? Like, oh,
that's possible.
We got an Article 15 for, fighting people in Turkey or whatever. And that's where we are now. Riley, I think you'll find this next thing interesting. Speaking of Turkey, all right, ladies and gentlemen, we're telling you in October, this is going to happen, and the U.S. dollar is fixing to take a major hit. We've been warning you about this for a long time. Breaking reports yesterday. Turkey, yes, the same country of the video abducting U.S. Navy sailors just a minute ago. Turkey has officially applied to join BRICS. Turkey has formally requested to join BRICS group, joining Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, along with other nations in a new economic pact. But here's why this is a huge deal. If accepted, Turkey would be the first NATO and EU candidate to join BRICS. The whole point of BRICS is to replace the world's reliance on the U.S. dollar and centralized power. All right, quote, the geopolitical center of gravity is shifting away from developed economies, according to sources. The proposal will be discussed at the BRICS summit in Russia this October. It's like we've been telling you guys this for forever. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the October surprises is going to be the flatlining of the U.S. dollar. So that's why we're begging you, please, just text the word Graham. That's Graham to 989890 right now so you can check out our friends at Birch Gold. They're going to send you a free information kit on how gold, silver, and precious metals can diversify your money to protect your money against whoever administration's economy we're under right now, but especially against the worldwide attack against the U.S. dollar. Ladies and gentlemen, this is vital. Free information is vital information. Please text the word Graham. That's Graham to 989898 right now. Riley, you're a business guy. When you see stuff like this, what do you think when you see things like this?
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but the reality is that the American dollar, I mean, it's a fiat currency. It's not backed by gold, as you just mentioned there. And so it's literally made up. The piece of paper that we have. And if you have a bunch of cash that you're sitting on, you are literally holding debt. You are holding something that is literally losing value every second that you keep it. And so cash in itself is pointless. Maybe you needed to go to the coffee shop or something like that. But at the end of the day, we have to, as Christians, as me, or just as Americans, we have to step up to this and understand what's really going on, not just in America, because so many of us are just like laser focused or just ignorant to what's actually happening worldwide. But this is a real issue, a very serious situation that doesn't just affect us, but it affects our newborns, our grandbabies, Tony. Like, and if we don't do something about this, America as we know it is not going to be, which right now maybe not be a bad thing, but this is just all the reason more to get to the polls in November and fight for what's right. So we have a country to actually live in.
Correct. And I know people get tired of ads. They tell us all the time, but we really try to bring you ads that we believe add value to your life. Silent. It's about keeping you off the radar for Big Brother. Birch, it's about protecting your money so you can protect your family when the times get tough. We're telling you in October it's going to happen. We're going to bring on wellness company Dr. Kelly Victory here in a minute to talk to you about this bird flu stuff that is picking up steam yet again. You're not going to believe the article we have to show you here in just a minute. We bring you the contagion kits. We bring you this stuff because we never want what happened in 2020 to happen again. That's why we keep bringing it. That's why we keep talking about it. So please check out these sponsors. They really are here for your benefit. But let's keep going. All right. Turns out that Kamala's not just running fake ads. She's running downright counterfeit ads. This was spotted in Philadelphia. If we can zoom in here, this is at a bus stop, it looks like. I mean, there's so many things bad about this, but it says Kamala, official candidate of the Philadelphia Eagles. It's quite a claim. And so, of course, we all were atting the Eagles about this and like, hey, what's going on with this? What's happening? Why is it going on this way? Like, how can you do this? Blah, 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 blah. And the Eagles actually had something to say. The Eagles' official Twitter account said, we are aware counterfeit political ads are being circulated and are working with our advertising partner to have them removed. So whoever was responsible for putting up these ads, the Philadelphia Eagles are not only calling them fake news, they're saying they are straight up counterfeit ads. We already know for a fact that the Kamala Harris campaign is buying Google ads, with fake headlines. Do we believe that Kamala Harris administration directly had something to do with this? Or do we think that this was, if you believe that the Kamala Harris administration had something directly to do with this, comment yes or no in the chat right now. Guys, I'm curious your thoughts. Do you think the Harris-Walz administration actually had something to do with this, or you think this is some rogue person?
Well, it should be easily traceable. Like whoever purchased that advertisement, they can find out who it is. And I'll go a step further. And if the Foo Fighters are going to sue Trump for using their song, shouldn't the Eagles sue Kamala for using their name, image, and likeness?
Yeah, I didn't know that you were allowed to use their logo.
Yeah, I mean, they even had their website down at the bottom of that ad. So, like, and I mean, their official logo's there and everything. So whoever did that needs to get sued.
I mean, I'm not sure if Harris and Walz know about this, but what I do want to point out is that I'm not a Philadelphia Eagle fan. Obviously, go Cowboys, but they're the point that they came out and they said it was counterfeit, because a lot of corporations or big businesses would have come out and said, we're going to look into it, we don't know, instead of coming out and saying, no, that stuff is counterfeit.
They
bravo to them.
I was shocked how quickly they came out with a response. I mean, it would have been faster if it was Trump in that helmet, but that, to their credit, they came out pretty quick about that. But the question is, if it was the Harris-Walz administration, we have yet again another example of them blatantly lying in their advertisements. But if it wasn't, then who had the keys to the kingdom to be able to do such things? These are the things that we have to talk about. But not all heroes wear capes, Riley. No sirree. This man had something to do to cover it up. In fact, this man, I love this guy's mode of thinking. Let's click on the video. He printed out Philadelphia's Twitter post and just started posting it all over everything. And I love he's got like a USA soccer jersey on at the same time.
Like, nope.
Has he got stick glue?
Yeah. Hey, can we get American flag for the stick glue grandpa that is just American flag in the chat for this hero among heroes here. Absolutely. I love it. Put it over her face. Nobody wants to see that. Just,
there you go.
Awesome.
I mean, it literally is. It's the Twitter post.
He's got kindergarten stick glue. Like, just
That is awesome.
He's got something written at the top, but that's pretty funny. And this was early on too. He did this quick. So it showed on that printout only 109,000 impressions. Can we go back to the tweet again? Because I want to say it's over 10 million impressions now. So he printed that thing out quick.
10.8 million impressions.
Wow.
Yeah, and he printed that out at 109,000 impressions. That dude was Johnny on the spot. He had them stick glues ready. That man has grandkids, is what that is. Tony, take notes.
Come on.
Since we're on the NFL, my Packers play the Eagles this week, so go Pack, go.
In Brazil.
In Brazil.
Brazil. Yep, that's going to be a good game. I don't like the Packers' chances, but it is going to be a good game. I'm growing on Team Mahomes more and more and more, man. Patrick Mahomes has done nothing but stand up for his wife amongst this whole she liked a Trump post scandal. So the Chiefs play the Ravens Thursday night for NFL kickoff. Right. I'm going to have to say go Chiefs. I'm going to have to do it.
They've not officially come out as Trump supporters, right?
They have not officially come out.
I keep seeing tweets saying like they support Trump and all this and stuff, but no actual statement.
Look, well, here is the statement. She got in trouble, hot water, for liking the president's post on his policies, right? And she has not apologized. She's basically told everybody to go get bent. Like, if you got a problem with other people's views, you need to get a life. That is saying, like, yeah, I did it. Like, you know, like, that is what it is. And, you know, and again, let me remind you, Patrick Mahomes, during the Harrison Butker stuff, he actually came out and said, look, hey, this guy's one of the nicest dudes I know. He's got his beliefs and his religion, and he's been nothing but a great dude. He believes what he believes. You need to let him believe what he wants to believe. So at best, I think that they are dead center in the middle about things.
Well,
you know?
and not just that, but the Chiefs just re-signed him. He's the highest paid kicker in the league right now.
Oh, you know that the Hunt family is 100% Trump
pay
voters.
That man.
100% Trump voters is the Hunt family. Anyway, so yeah, Riley, I got nothing against the Packers, but you know we'll see. The Eagles
just about the Cowboys, Tony.
Well, Cowboys is another story.
I'm a Cowboys fan too, unfortunately.
All right. But here's the thing we want to talk about. What we got. Dr. Kelly's going to be here in just a second to talk to us about this. But check out this article that came out just yesterday. Bird flu is really starting to take over. Ladies and gentlemen, I am telling you, we've been telling you, it's all an attempt to affect the food supply. That is what I truly believe. Well, now they are now creating fiberglass cows.
That's
so
awesome.
some state fairs aren't taking any chances with the bird flu concerns. No. Your children are going to practice milking that cow on a fake fiberglass Chick-fil-A cow. There it is right there. Look at it. Look at it. First of all, never mind. We're not going to look at the other thing. But this is how crazy it is, okay? They are so starting to build up this bird flu that now they're trying to say it's too dangerous for your children to even be around cows at state fairs coming up, okay? They're murdering mass genocide birds and chickens right now. And the whole thing is to stop the spread that is this bird flu that they're trying to do. I'm telling you, they are coming after our food supply. That is what they're going to try to do next, all right? If it's not blatant lockdowns, which I also saw an article that says that now cats can spread the bird flu to you.
That's not surprising. They're demons.
Royce, so be there with your
demons.
devil cat. Yeah, your demon cat
He's asleep right
can
here.
spread the bird flu as well.
Nah, man. He doesn't go outside.
But listen, all seriousness, we cannot forget what they did to us in 2020. We cannot forget that they kept medicine, life-saving medicine, away from us. Remember hydroxychloroquine, ivermectin, all those things. Oh, no, those are horse medications. You can't have that. They did all of that. How many people lost their lives because the government said, you're not allowed to get this? Well, our friends at the Wellness Company, and specifically Dr. Kelly, an expert in this, are doing everything they can to make sure that never, ever happens again. I believe we have Dr. Kelly ready to go.
We do.
Can we bring her? Dr. Kelly, can you hear me?
I can. Thanks for having me.
Awesome. Thank you for being here. Okay. So we love what you guys do over at the Wellness Company. As I don't know if you heard the show lead in or not, our big thing is we truly believe that they are going to try something somehow, whether it be attack on the food supply, trying to say that this bird flu can transfer over from person to person or your pet to person or whatever it may be. They're going to attempt to do something again. Please tell us what we need to be doing to get ready for and be prepared and what you're hearing in the medical community. What's going on?
Well, thanks for having me. And you are quite right to be incensed about what happened during the COVID debacle. There was an unprecedented overreach by the government, pharmacies, pharmacists, the insurance companies, big pharma. And it was truly something that resulted in the unnecessary deaths and suffering and the decimation of our economy. And I also believe that you are quite right. They're going to do it again. They've been laying crepe about this for a while. Whether it's bird flu, monkeypox, RSV, you name it. They are going to launch another fear porn campaign. So what my colleagues and I at the Wellness Company have done is we responded to the debacle of the last 4 years and said, we are preaching not fear. We are preaching rational readiness and saying, we have put together some very thoughtful different kits. Each one's a little bit different. You can go to the website to see the components of each. But all of the medical kits we put together contain a broad range of prescription medications of the kind that you were just speaking of: hydroxychloroquine, ivermectin, azithromycin, amoxicillin, steroids, a broad range of medications that will treat everything from respiratory infections to skin infections, sinus infections, bladder infections. And the point is, you want to have these things already in your possession if we end up having, whether it's a national, a crisis, whether it's a natural disaster or a man-made one or a government-created one, you want to have these things on hand to protect yourself, your family, and your loved ones, and not be reliant on the system. If, God forbid, there is an event, you don't want to be that person who's rushing around trying to find a pharmacy that's open and willing to fill a prescription or trying to find an urgent care.
Yeah, no, I agree. And ladies and gentlemen, you can find this by clicking the link in the description. That's where you can go to get a kit right now. Dr. Kelly, let me ask you a question. And I know that, we can only do our best to be prepared. But in your opinion, with all of your colleagues around the thing, how worried should we be about the government trying to do something with bird flu or monkeypox and things like this? How it seems to me that it's starting to pop up more and more and more in the news cycle, which always makes me believe they're trying to get us ready for the next thing.
Well, left to its own devices, those viruses themselves are no concern to the vast majority of the population. Bird flu does not spread easily person to person. It really only impacts people who are in direct contact with infected birds, say poultry workers, for example. Monkeypox has largely been a virus that's transmitted between men having sex with other men. That's it. It does not affect the vast majority. The problem is that in the case of both of those viruses, bird flu and monkeypox, our government and different academic institutions are engaged in gain-of-function research. They are manipulating those viruses in the laboratory with the specific intent of making them more transmissible. This is COVID 2.0. So at this point, I don't have any reason to believe that people should be concerned. But should we start to see these things spread in a way that they don't normally in nature, then you can darn well guarantee it's that because it was the result of lab manipulation.
Well, you see that all the time, and I agree with you 100%. Even Dr. Fauci the other day got West Nile or something like that, and now West Nile is starting to be talked about. Every single one of these things you read about, there seems to be, well, this is a new strain that we've never seen before, and it's never acted this way before. And so I agree with you 100%. Everything that I've researched, of course, I'm no expert like you. It seems like this stuff has been around for quite some time, but now all of a sudden there seems to be this new strain, or it's doing something it's never done before, which makes you question all of the gain-of-function research and the government doing something nefarious at best. Again, ladies and gentlemen, you can get your kit from the Wellness Company by clicking the link in the description right now, or simply going to twc.health/Graham. Promo code Graham is going to save you $30 plus free shipping. twc.health/Graham. Dr. Kelly, thank you so much for coming on. We're going to have you come on more often because this stuff is starting to pick up more rampant every single day. Thank you for your expertise, and thank you for what you guys are doing at the Wellness Company.
Happy to join you anytime.
Okay, thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, again, there you go. Medical professional. They're doing some amazing things over at the Wellness Company. It really is scary stuff when you think about what the government is capable of. And I think we all know that the government is capable of very, very bad things. So please click the link in the description. And just, again, this goes along with what we've been talking about. Get your family prepared.
That was a great interview.
Dr. Kelly was awesome, man.
Just hearing it from a doctor, and just her point of view and the facts that she was spewing out, that was pretty informative.
Correct.
Great. Yeah.
Correct. And again, I know that a lot of people are like, well, we'll just wait till we get sick. again, COVID wasn't that long ago, and everybody acts like it was 20 years ago. But remember, you weren't allowed. People were having to go to doctors like black market dealers, like trying to get hydroxychloroquine and stuff like that. Please go to twc.health/Graham. Promo code Graham's going to save you some money, or simply click the link in the subscription right now and go get you a kit before it's too late, because I'm telling you, this stuff is only going to get worse. All right, here we go. Big stuff. And this is where we remind you to hit that like button, hit that share button, and comment in the chat here. First of all, Kamala Harris is caught in blatant lies. Go figure. This is the Gold Star families of the 13 fallen in Afghanistan. President Trump did a master class with this. It was over the weekend, 13 videos filmed by the family members of the fallen in Afghanistan that were just boom, 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 boom. I mean, blast after what?
I'm going to pull up his Twitter, actually.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it was just blast after blast after blast after blast. New York Post is reporting. That's when you know it's real and it's gotten bad, when the New York Post is like, all right, we got to talk about it. Gold Star families blast Harris in blistering videos after the VP criticizes Trump's Arlington visit, saying, quote, "Your administration killed my son." I believe it's the blonde-haired lady that said that. There was one. Here we go. Let's play this. It's only 1:30. Let's just listen to what one of these amazing individuals had to say just in general. Let's play this.
Vice President Harris, my name is Christy Shamblin. My daughter-in-law, Sergeant Nicole Leanne G., was killed in the Afghanistan exit at Abbey Gate on August 26, 2021. This year, for the 3rd year anniversary of her murder, we welcome President Donald J. Trump to Arlington to lay a wreath on the tomb of the unknown soldier with our family and to visit Nicole graveside. President Trump and his team were respectful. They listened to our stories and didn't talk much at all. We welcomed them that day, and they were comfort to our family. Vice President Harris, I ask you, why won't you return a call and explain to us how you call my daughter-in-law's death a success? Vice President Harris, why will you not express your condolences yourself? Why have we never heard from you? And finally, why would you take a day where we celebrated the death of our loved one and use it to disparage not only them, but us? President Trump has called. President Trump shows up. And President Trump takes the time to hear our loved ones' stories. Why won't you do the same?
Wow.
And the fact that Biden was at the beach and Harris was at her mansion in D.C. 4 miles away from Arlington when this went down. 4 miles. She's a piece of trash, man.
Well, yes. And so you can see all the videos right here, just time and time and time again, these Gold Star families really, and rightfully so, sticking it to Kamala here, because we have reports, Riley, and I'd love to get your thoughts on this, that Arlington contacted the White House on 3 occasions, and on all 3 occasions they were ignored. And then the White House tried to slander President Trump for going and turning it into what they called a photo op for the president, when it was the families that actually invited the president, and he showed up for these families. When you see something like that, and I know you're not as in the political side as we are, but what does that make you feel, or what do you think when you see the tabloids of the Harris campaign is saying President Trump, disgraced the memories of the fallen in Afghanistan by doing this, and then you hear all the families, literally every single one of them, say, no, you guys ignored us. The president was there for us.
Yeah, man, it's just sad. But hey, when you control the narrative, you can try to spit whatever you want, and that's just what we see more and more of. And as much as people hate on Trump, it's at the end of the day, the dude has a huge heart, and he truly does care. You hear countless stories of him, reaching out or providing, giving generously to those that, have been hurt or in need in times that the mainstream media just doesn't promote, right? And we just see that more and more, and it's unfortunate, but hey, man, this is the world that we live in, and we don't have any right to complain about what we tolerate. So this is just all the more reason why I am getting more into politics, because I know the lasting effects that it's going to have, for us, but for our kids' kids in the next generation. Yeah, agreed. Donald Trump reminds me, Todd reminds me of a broke Donald Trump. And what I mean by that is, compared to Donald Trump, we're all broke, right? True, and so Todd does a lot of, why in the world would he say that? Why, Todd, why would you do that? But at the end of the day, if you need Todd to show up for something, Todd's there. You need a body buried, Todd's the guy you call.
Whose car we taking?
That's good to know.
Whose car we taking?
I'm that guy.
That scene from that movie. I need a favor. You can never ask me about it later, and we're going to hurt some people. Yep. Todd's the guy that's like, whose car we're taking? And so Trump's very much like that. He is hard around the edges. He can be a jerk sometimes, but when push comes to shove, and especially when it comes to our troops, our veterans, he is there. And that can't be taken away. But don't let the mainstream media fool you, because they're a bunch of liars too. In fact, who is this? CNN got caught? Who is this? Meet the Press host Kristen Welker falsely claims that Kamala Harris met Gold Star families of troops killed in Afghanistan. Riddle me shocked that now they're trying to lie too. These are the same people that are saying, Kamala Harris was never the border czar. Who said that? Axios. We got the receipts for that stuff as well. But at least now, because of places like Rumble and X, we're able to push back on these people, and they're having to do these recants and things like that. Yeah, okay. You're right. She never did. Or Tim Walz. I may have misspoke a little bit about my service and things like that. Here's another thing we want to talk about here. Kamala Harris, during her administration, because that's actually what it was. It was never the Biden-Harris administration. It was always the Harris administration running cover for Joe Biden. What I really want, and I'm hearing things from Donald Trump as well about this, is, this talk about the border and everything. Well, we say we care so much about children. Well, what about all of these children? And let's go to the here. 300,000 plus children have been lost since Kamala became the border czar. Now they say she was never the border czar. City of Dreams actually is out this weekend. You guys should all go check that out. I believe, is Angel Studios responsible for that? Can we look that up really quick?
I don't know.
City of Dreams?
City of Dreams. Can you just look up City of Dreams, Angel Studios? I can't recall, but I want to know for sure. You guys need to go watch that. Sylvester Stallone has got behind it. All of these major stars have gotten behind it, because over 300,000 kids have gone missing. So we talk about the border, and now Kamala's saying that she's going to be tough on the border and she's going to fix the border and all this stuff. Well, what about the past 3.5 years? What about the 300,000 children that have been lost? And let's not sugarcoat this. They've been lost due to child sex trafficking rings. That is the truth of what's going on there. So who's going to do that? Who's going to look into that? Who's going to help the children that have already been taken, that are already inside the evil that is child sex trafficking? That all happened under Kamala Harris's watch, by the way. But don't worry, you can't ask her a single question about it, because this was Kamala Harris exiting her vehicle just the other day. Kamala Harris, as we're saying, is trying to get out of the debate. And we're going to have a debate about this on why I think it's true. But first, I'm going to present some evidence. Because that's how things are supposed to go. When you have an argument and you want to make it, you got to present some evidence. I watched Ace Ventura the other day. You got to have some stuff to back it up, okay? Here is Kamala Harris getting out of her SUV here, refusing to take any questions and having headphones in. Plus, let's play it. Look, just wave to the press, keep the headphones in. And second of all, who has wired plug-in headphones
I was just about
in
to ask that.
2024? What phone does she have? What phone? That's not real. That's not real. Like, what phone? I'm serious. Like, hold on. Let me look at my iPhone here.
This is no. iPhones do not have.
I don't have no. They don't.
No, and this is not from the power port. This is from the side. So this is either an Android or an old phone.
That's that's in there. She's got the "Don't Talk to Me" phone on,
What could she be listening to?
Probably she's listening to, I don't know, debate prep. I have no idea. But here's my point. Who does this? What political? Some of you might be here thinking, oh, well, what's the big deal? Let me ask you this question. Have you ever seen Donald Trump get out in front of the press, have headphones in and go, not today, guys, I got stuff going on? Comment yes or no in the chat about this. But don't worry, I've got more proof here. Let's go to her tweet. This is the thing that I want to talk about. So last week, Riley, if you're not caught up on this before we start the conversation, last week it was unsure if they were going to have a debate or not, because they agreed to do the same rules that Trump debated Biden on. In other words, they were muted microphones when the other person wasn't supposed to talk. There would be no note cards, no notes, and no pre-written intro speeches. Well, then Kamala Harris says that she wants hot mics on the entire time. She wants it to be a seated debate. She wants notes, and she wants pre-written intro speeches. Donald Trump said, go get bent. And then the Kamala Harris campaign said, okay, fine, we'll do it that way. Well, then when was this posted? Can you go down? Let me see when she wrote this.
This was posted 31st.
The 31st. Okay, so 2 days ago or 3 days ago, she wrote this. Let's go here. Donald Trump is surrendering to his advisors who won't allow him to debate with a live microphone. Now, need I remind you that Donald Trump, this is his third time running for president. He's done a lot of debates with a lot of live microphones, okay? So I don't believe that's it. If his own team doesn't have confidence in him, the American people definitely can't. We are running for president of the United States. Let's debate in a transparent way with the microphones on the whole time. Now, why would she be bringing this up again if they've already agreed to do the dang debate the way that it was agreed to in the first place? That it was their administration that put those initial boundaries on it in the first place. Yeah. It was designed to hurt Donald Trump in the debate. Donald Trump goes in there. It actually helps him in the debate because Joe Biden hangs himself. So why would the Trump campaign go, no, we want to do it different? No. We want to do it exactly like it was last time. So here's the debate, and you guys can answer in the chat. Do you believe Kamala Harris is trying to get out of this debate? Comment yes or no in the chat right now. And now I want to go around the room and hear what everybody else has to say. Riley, starting with you as the guest. What do you think? Do you think she's just talking crap? Do you think she's trying to figure out a way to justify it to the people that are voting for her that Donald Trump isn't worth the debate?
Yeah, well, this is kind of like playing games with my, when Ellie was like 7 and she'd try to change the rules on the game so she could win, right? Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, I mean, what I love about Trump is, he plays checkers, or he plays chess while Kamala plays checkers, and at the reason that they're changing the rules is or trying to change the rules is because, they're trying to make it feel like it's Trump who doesn't want to debate, when at the end of the day, it obviously is her. And bro, if there's an open mic, I mean, Trump's going to absolutely crush, but we did see how epic he did when he was kept in line and didn't go on 40 different tangents and things. And the fortunate matter is
he just hit it, fellas. Ding ding. Go ahead.
Yeah. And Kamala's, I mean, unless she's talking about rainbows and school buses and whatever, just the nonsense. I mean, it's going to be hard.
A pot of gold, been like. All right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So it's, but at the end of the day, again, it's when you're controlling the narrative, it's they want to make it seem like it's him that's not abiding to these rules, but it's truly them. And it's going to be an epic debate regardless. If it happens, pray to God that it does happen.
I give it 50-50 right now that it happens. No, I think that's a great point. Tony, your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, the reason why I think she wants to have hot mics is just exactly what Riley said, because we know that Trump can go on a tangent. But as we saw, if she does have hot mics, I mean, just like we saw with that interview she did with Walsh, she just absolutely destroyed herself. She wasn't presidential, I guess. And we have already seen that Trump, when he is kept in line, as Riley just brought up, he can be presidential, and he does have his time limit where he wants to get his points across. And I think that would be a good format for him to follow as well. So, yeah, I think she's panicking.
Yeah, Todd, I know we talked about it a little bit before the show, but what are your thoughts?
Yeah, she wants hot mic so she can have her I'm speaking moment. And number two,
how dare you mansplain to me?
Yeah, to answer your question about the headphones, apparently she was listening to Foghorn Leghorn because that's what she sounded like in Detroit.
All right, so my two thoughts are this. I think that if they do debate, which I wonder if Polymarket's got a thing going on to let us know what the trends are. I give it 50-50 at this point.
Yeah.
It's the same mentality of Biden. And the reason why is we're going to give you her pre-recorded interview in just a second. But Donald Trump needs to answer quick, effective, and have time left over to then shoot it back over to Kamala Harris. What the Kamala Harris campaign wants to do is they want to have it hot mic so Donald Trump, as we've all said, can get on a tangent. And then just like in boxing, she can get her feet out or back underneath her and she can regroup herself, right? If the constant pressure is on her because Trump is concise, to the point, boom, back to you. She's gonna hang herself there. And I also want to say to the thing of he's going to listen to his advisors. All political candidates listen to some extent to their advisors. That's why, there go, they're called advisors, you morons. That's the whole point. They're supposed to advise you on, I say we do it this way or that way. The same people who told you to put headphones on so you don't talk to press when you got out of your car, and we know why. CNN did over the weekend, it was Friday actually, they did a pre-recorded interview with Kamala Harris and Tim Walz. We're not going to play you a lot of clips on it, but it was horrible. In fact, this was a pre-recorded interview of which the questions were provided beforehand. And on one of the questions, she literally asked to skip the question. Next question, please.
Yeah, but can you look above the CNN logo? There's a word there. It says live.
Yes. And their response for that is, we aired it live. But here's the thing. CNN had a 41-minute interview, but they only released 18 minutes of it. It was so bad that they couldn't even release a fourth of it. It was so terrible. One, who does a 41-minute interview? Most interviews are an hour straight up. We have already been talking to you, the people, for 54 minutes on this show, and we got a lot more stuff to talk about. How hard is it to talk? Let's just play you know what? They're short little clips. Let's just show them. One, she obviously was on a bender in this one. She is drunk in these videos.
When you were in Congress, you supported the Green New Deal. And in 2019, you said, quote, "There is no question I'm in favor of banning fracking." Fracking, as you know, is a pretty big issue, particularly in your must-win state of Pennsylvania.
Sure.
Do you still want to ban fracking?
No, and I made that clear on the debate stage in 2020.
When you were in Congress, you...
That's not true.
That's not true at all.
Absolutely was positive fracking. Here we go. Play it.
The most important and most significant aspect of my policy perspective and decisions is my values have not changed. The most important and most significant.
Her values have not changed, but the men in her life have. Oh, in another way. This is Scott Jensen on Kamala's debate here. This is a very interesting thing because when he starts getting into it, all of a sudden they lose connectivity. It seems to be a trend. Let's play it.
the governor has agreed to a debate on October 28th. You're not thrilled about that.
As you and I both know that that's a sham. Early voting starts in less than 3 weeks. Come on.
Look at her face.
What's happening is Tim Walz wants to have one debate as late as he can, potentially after 50% of Minnesotans have voted, and say, see, all the major news programs understand that I've had a debate. At this time, 4 years ago, Tim Walz had participated in 4 debates. He's absolutely been shutting them down. He wants to do this one debate so far into it, just before Halloween, and you know that he's actually using you to put out his message that I want to debate. He doesn't want.
Cut it.
Kill it. Pull the plug. Kill it.
It's like that's like the scene on Forrest Gump where he's talking and somebody's unplugging all the cords.
You were just hearing from Dr. Scott Jensen, and we're going to continue to update you online on this ongoing election.
Look at her wide eyes, back okay.
to you.
All right, Riley. So that's from your neck of the woods. I mean, so when you hear something like that Governor Walz has agreed to a debate way after early voting in Minnesota has already occurred. To that report, 70% of Minnesotans will have already voted by the time he debates right before Halloween, which is like 2 weeks before the general election date. What do you think? I mean, this is your home state. I mean, what do you think about this?
Yeah, Riley, will you explain yourself, please?
Yeah. First of all, what are you doing to us, Riley?
Well, Scott, that was at the Minnesota State Fair, and the thing about fairs is like majority of that audience. You heard them like, "Wah!" Majority of that audience are rural population, people with a brain, and those that are sitting on the couch watching the television is the reason why they had to cut it. Again, back to just controlling the narrative. But the thing about Minnesota, it's that tiny little blue dot, between Minneapolis, St. Paul, and the rest of this state, man, is roaring red.
Blue dots mess it up for everybody.
Right? Absolutely. And it's back to just the rural people at the state fair, where everybody in the liberals were at the Renaissance fair, dressed up as characters, doing their thing,
LARPing,
versus actually, participating in contributing to the farming communities and agriculture and things along those lines. So again, just knowing your audience, the roaring roars there of the live audience with Scott, former senator here in Minnesota, and then those that are actually sitting on their couch doing what they do.
I agree. Wow, can't beat that. All right, let's go to some polling numbers as of yesterday. This is what
Jesus, Riley, come on, man.
Can you go up? Can you go back to the actual tweet real quick for me? Blah 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 blah. Secretary of State on that red. Okay, this is election time. All right. Okay. All right. So let's go to the thing. So right now they've got an election map showing. Can we zoom in a little bit? Trump winning 297 to 241. I want to look at the board though. Okay, it's got Trump winning Pennsylvania. I have a hard time believing Trump is going to lose Virginia. I just don't see that happening. It's got Trump flipping Wisconsin on this, and I think he's got to put. Look, this is how close it is. You see how gray Michigan is? Mm-hmm. Like Michigan is very much in play. So Trump has the ability to sweep this thing. If he could get Michigan and Virginia. They're saying Virginia's a little bit more blue than Michigan, but Michigan is very much in play, 100%. Minnesota is almost as dark blue as you can get, is what they're claiming.
I don't
get it. I don't know what happened to the Mighty Ducks and all those people that came out of Minnesota and all that kind of mess, but something bad happened along the way. But this is the current map as they see it right now. Either way, let's be honest here. Can we go up to the totals real quick so people can see it? It's a lot closer than people would like it to be. Okay, 270 is to win. That is 100% true, but this is a divided country. All right, so let's not try to make it, let's not try to church it up. Let's not try to make it any better than it is. I think that, there's going to be, but here's some positive signs. Go down a little bit. Oregon is turning a lighter shade of blue. It's still very much blue, but
I think they just ran out of blue crayon.
It's not California blue. New York is a little lighter shade of blue. I think New Mexico. Look at New Mexico. New Mexico might be something to make a real push for if you're the campaign.
And I've said this on the show before. Oregon is very much red in the rural areas, just like Minnesota is. As Riley was saying, it's all those metropolitan areas where all the main population is that turns that state blue. But it's
interesting.
It's
expect to see the campaign in Wisconsin, Michigan, Virginia, Pennsylvania, New Mexico, Arizona. That's probably where they're going to spend the remainder of their time. Here is something interesting, though. Go down and look at Texas and Florida. They are no longer bright red territories. So, these are things for people.
Probably because this is where all the liberals in these states are moving to.
These
are the fastest growing states.
But this is why I keep telling people, okay, that if you live in Washington, Oregon, or California and you're a conservative, okay, why are you still there? Because what all the other people are doing is they're infiltrating the bright red states and they're starting to turn them pink. And then 5-6 years from now, they're going to be even less red, and so on and so forth. This is their plan. They're moving into other states, and they're flipping the policies around, and they're putting different people in office. We need to do the same thing. 10 million people in Washington, Oregon, and California voted for Donald Trump. Can you imagine if just 1 million of those people moved into places like Arizona, Nevada, locking them up for good, Wisconsin, Michigan, Virginia even. I mean, like imagine locking up this board. Honestly, it really is the people in California, Oregon, and Washington. They're the ones causing the freaking problem, man. Freaking move. Your vote is never going to count where you live. It's never, ever, ever, ever going to count. If 500,000 people moved to Nevada, Arizona, Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania, Virginia, I mean, dude, like Republicans would win it every time. Do you see how much Republicans that choose to continue to live in Washington, Oregon, California, how much they are actually hurting the country for the better, for the long term, right? Like, am I crazy? I mean, what do you guys think?
Well,
I mean,
also, the more
Riley's
people
living in Minnesota. I mean, so I'm hitting Riley in the mouth right now, I guess.
The more people that get out of California, this number goes down, right?
Correct. Yeah, every 10 years
this is a
census.
huge number right here.
I'm just saying, people get mad at me.
It's not just the people. Well, you got to remember, it's not just the people that are leaving those states. It's also the 15 million illegals that they're bussing across the country as well, that they're trying to get them to vote.
Even more to the point, to get out of there. Because if you're hit honest question, okay? And I asked this to the chat, I asked this to you guys. If you guys live in a place that you know your vote actually doesn't matter, why would you want to live there? I mean, I'm just asking honestly, like soul searching stuff for the audience, for everybody. If you live in a deep blue territory, or excuse me, a state, and you're a conservative or a Republican, like you have to know that your vote is being wasted. Whereas if you look at this board of all the light pink places, like Wisconsin's a beautiful place to live. I mean, it really is. It's cold, but I mean, it is a beautiful place.
3 weeks out of the year.
Well, I've spent a lot of time in Wisconsin, even in January and February. You can suck it up. That's all I'm saying. It's a beautiful
I don't know.
place.
Negative 18 is hard to suck up, bro. Like
Pennsylvania is not Philly. Okay, everybody automatically go, I could never live in Pennsylvania, Philadelphia. That's not Philly. I mean, that's not Pennsylvania. Philadelphia is in Pennsylvania. It's not Pennsylvania. Okay? So get this stuff out of your mind. I don't know, man. I just sit here and I go, I mean, why? Why would you want to live somewhere where your voice just doesn't matter?
Well, that's the map that, or the numbers that we're showing right up there. And you just said it, Graham, that it's closer
Yeah.
So like the cheat is on. So we got to do something. Like that's close enough to pull some wool over a lot of people's head. And
the
that makes me
campaign
so
needs
nervous.
to go nonstop. Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania, Virginia, Arizona, Nevada, and only because those two flipped last election. So
the scary part is that this is close enough to cheat.
Yeah,
this is
that's
close
what I'm
enough to
saying,
cheat.
dude.
Yes.
That's the scary part.
And that's what we're trying to say. I mean, Riley, I don't know how close you are to the Wisconsin line, but I mean, if you just shifted
Take
just
a skip over.
just a little bit,
Like just a little.
just a little bit over there, Riley's right there where the arrow is, and he can just Riley's like,
Riley, just do what they do. Vote in Minnesota and Wisconsin.
There you go. Yeah. Just all right. Anyway.
Change your name from Riley to I don't know,
all right,
Raymond.
well, we got to get into the scary part, and this is where we remind you to hit that like button. They are now going after the Constitution, and I wonder why they could be doing that. This is a New York Times article.
Well, I know that you were excited about this one. If you want to talk about this.
Oh,
really quick.
yes. Thank you very much.
I say,
this is why they don't want Kamala Harris to vote. These are the exact same lines given in two different places. Let's play the left one first. This was the one yesterday.
You better thank a union member for sick leave. You better thank a union member for paid leave. You better thank a union member for vacation time. You better thank a union member for because what we know.
Because what we know. All right, now let's put her in front of the white people here.
Thank unions for sick leave. Thank unions for paid family leave. Thank unions for your vacation time.
Pause.
Thank unions.
That's her real voice, by the way. So Kamala Harris in front of white people sound like that. Can we play the black accent meter one more time?
You better thank a union member for sick leave. You better thank a union member for paid leave. You better thank a union member for vacation time.
Straight out of Foghorn Leghorn right there. I say, thank a union member.
I don't know if you guys have noticed, but the people that are most upset with her changing her accents are actually the black community.
Black people.
Yeah. They come out and they say how fake she is and how they're not voting for her. And how
Tiger
she's just,
Woods.
Yeah, dude.
I don't know if that's real, but yeah, I saw that.
It's real enough that like what they claim to be real black people are now making videos attacking Tiger Woods, now saying that he ain't black enough no more. So we don't know if this is true, but I do know that people are making videos about this because they believe it to be true. And now you got black people now attacking Tiger Woods, even if this comment is fake. But now you got black people saying, well, Tiger, you're not black. Well, he was black when he was playing golf at the top level, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Wasn't
He must not have voted for Joe Biden because there's no way he's black.
He's blacker than Kamala Harris. Earl Jones.
Because if you don't
black.
vote for Joe Biden, you ain't black.
Look at that contrast there. All right, we got to move on to the Constitution stuff, and then we'll end the show for today. They're going after the Constitution. I wonder why. This is New York Post. Let's zoom in on all this stuff here. Now, we've told you time and time again, we're going to call this the Allen rule. When you start to see stuff in the media over and over and over again, it's not because it's actually happening. It's because they're trying to condition you for when they do what they're actually planning to do. New York Times, the Constitution is sacred. Is it also dangerous? Another New York Times, is the Constitution obstructing American democracy? Another New York Times, the Constitution is broken and should not be reclaimed. Another New York Times, let's give up on the Constitution. Another New York Times, MAGA turns against the Constitution. You can see where this is going. The U.S. lacks what every democracy needs. We had to force the Constitution to accommodate democracy, and it shows. This is the story of how Lincoln broke the U.S. Constitution. The Constitution won't save us from Trump. They're doing this because they want you to believe something is wrong with the Constitution. In fact, Elon Musk even chimed in on this. Elon Musk is becoming a beacon of freedom, bro.
He really
Fox
is.
News, Elon Musk slams New York Times writer for calling the Constitution dangerous, saying, quote, they want to overthrow the Constitution. Elon Musk sees the writing on the wall every single day. First of all, can we go to the picture of the person that wrote it just real quick? I mean, if that's not a cat lady, I don't know.
Buddy.
Royce, this is who you associate with.
I'm not a lady. I'm not a cat lady.
I didn't say you were a lady. I said this is who you associate with by default.
Royce, don't be ashamed that you have cats.
Cat
right?
lady.
Yeah, me and Tony.
The worst
be proud, man. Be proud.
And I got
First
the
of
cat
all,
for my wife.
Question to the chat. Do you believe they're trying to make you doubt the Constitution because they plan on breaking the Constitution when Trump wins in November? Comment yes or no in the chat.
I have a question. All these people who are coming out with reports of questioning the Constitution, wouldn't that definition be that they're traitors or they're because it should be right? I mean
they're just asking questions.
Oh
They're
yeah,
just
asking questions. You know what? They're questioning the way our country was set up, all the laws and whatnot, so it's just they're traitors in my book. If you don't like the way our country's set up and our Constitution, move, go somewhere else.
Also, that's just like the essence of what progressive is. It's literally just moving away from the Constitution. We're conservative we want to keep the Constitution and abide by these rules. Progressive want to change everything. Yeah. So it doesn't shock me really at all.
Well, again,
but it is.
They're also wanting you to question the Constitution. Because I do believe that they're going to try to lock us down again. I do believe we're going to see something. We've got it pinned in the chat right now for you guys to go get your wellness kit from the wellness company. So make sure to click on that right now. And we've pinned that for a reason because I'm telling you, something is brewing. Something is coming up. All right, but real quick, Elon Musk, since we're on it, and this is how we're going to end the show today. Trump has figured out what job he wants Elon Musk to have, and it is right here. Trump considers Elon's role in auditing U.S. agencies. Trump is reportedly eyeing a plan to involve prominent business executives, including Elon, in auditing federal agencies. Hello, IRS. Hello, FBI. Hello, CIA. Hello, DOJ. All the three-letter words that are killing our country. Let Elon Musk go in there with a machete and hatchet it to death. And Elon responded with this simple message right here. I can't wait. There is a lot of waste and needless regulation in government that needs to go. If you think Elon should be in charge of cutting the fat in the United States government, comment yes or no in the chat right now. I, for one, am all for it. He cut X down to like 17 employees and it's working better than ever. Just let the man do what he's going to do and let him go in there. I'm talking just complete hatchet job. Just go in there and just axe everybody. Get them out, get them out, get them out. All right, that's all we got for this show today. This is where we remind you to hit the like button, hit that follow button, and leave us a comment in the comment section. We do so love to hear your opinions. Ladies and gentlemen, Riley Meek, King's Council podcast. You hear them every Friday on my channels, but make sure to check out what they're doing. Riley, where can people go to find out what the Riley Meek is up to?
Yeah, joinkingscouncil.com. We've got some exciting new stuff happening as early as next week. We have an online challenge for entrepreneurs, those looking to become entrepreneurs. We're going to walk people through 3 of the biggest secrets that are costing kingdom entrepreneurs thousands and even millions of dollars. So we're going to spend an hour 3 days next week unveiling these secrets on how to take your business to the next level. It's going to be epic.
Awesome. And this is a reminder to everyone that today is the big day. You notice Todd's set is different. Today, the Dear America family extends a little bit, and at 1 p.m. Eastern time on this channel, the very inaugural episode of In the Hot Seat with Todd Spears is airing. Todd, you got anything you want to say about what people can expect from the show?
Yeah, today's going to be a big one. We are putting Tim Walsh, Riley's BFF, in the hot seat today and going to go absolutely scorched earth and go over every lie he's told, all the stolen valor, and even an interview with fellow Minnesota National Guardsmen that know him very well and have a lot to say about him. So this is going to be really interesting. You don't want to miss it, I promise you.
Yeah, so we're super pumped. This has always been the dream of mine to turn Dear America into more than just me. So Dear America is here at 9 a.m. every day like normal, but now we are starting, Todd is starting in the hot seat, a member of the Dear America family, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't worry about it. If you're subscribed to this channel, you're going to get the notification. I challenge everybody to show up and show out for Todd today on the initial show. I want to see 3,000 people minimum watching live today for his very first show. Everybody needs to go check it out. It's going to be a fun time.
I got my popcorn ready, Todd. I'm ready, buddy.
I won't be watching. No, I'm kidding. I'm gonna check in, things like that. Again, congratulations to Tony on officially becoming a grandpappy.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations to Riley on officially joining what I view as a very special group, if you will, which is adoptive parents. It's an amazing, beautiful thing. We're so happy for you and your family. Riley, since you're the guest today, you wanna close us out in prayer, and then we'll do super questions after this.
You bet. All right, Father God, we just thank you, Lord. Thank you for just another day, breath in our lungs. Lord, I just pray for just an equipping of those that desire for more, not just when they have an eternal meeting with you, God, but today and now, that you would, your hand of protection, your hand of favor would just continue to be upon this country, Lord. You would raise up the leaders that need to step up and need to fight, need to stand their ground for truth and liberty. Lord, we know that that is a God idea, and we just thank you for that, Lord. And here we are, Lord. Use us for your purpose. In your name, Jesus, we pray. Amen.
Amen. All right, let's do super questions. Let's do it.
All right, here we go. From PAEMT 511, $20 donation. Congratulations, Tony.
Hey.
Thank you.
From BJ1, $5 for diapers.
Hey, love it.
From PAEMT 511, I jumped the gun with Tony's congratulations. Congratulations, Riley, from a family that has adopted 4 is an incredible act of love. I hope I spelled your name correctly. God bless you all.
Awesome. Thank you.
Awesome.
Striker J, for Tony in support of the Cowboys that need so much help that they used a Make-A-Wish Foundation star on as their logo.
Hey,
Striker J's got money too. He only gave you $5. That's actually disrespectful.
You
is
know
what he
what?
did.
You know what? I'll take any attention on the Cowboys. I'll take, man.
Yeah,
Whether
for
it's
real.
negative or positive, we'll take it.
That'd be like Riley, be like, here's $1. Like, yeah, here's $1. Help your team out.
From Miss Lovegood, the current administration essentially killed Hirsch Goldberg Paulin, the American hostage, one of the 6 that got murdered, and their bodies recovered by the IDF, and then he got the nerve to grieve.
Yeah, it's true. The hostage situation is absolutely horrific. What's going on there? And so
here we go. We scrolling.
Yeah, it's terrible. Terrible. Yet again, another disaster that is the worst president of all time.
From S. Rosario, 2010, morning guys, great show. It's the end of the fiscal year, and I'm getting laid off from the government contract I've been on for 3 years. Prayers that God will see me through this storm and will find work.
Absolutely. You're going to find work, and it's going to be better than a government job.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, it's going to help out in the long run.
And that is it from Rumble.
All right. Any from YouTube today?
No, none from YouTube.
YouTube
Sadly.
slacking
Come on,
today
YouTube.
on the first day back from a long weekend. We get it. It's expensive to celebrate Labor Day these days. All right, that's all we got for this episode. Make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to hit the share button. And make sure to hit the follow button. Also, make sure to subscribe to the audio podcast. Todd's show is going to be on there. King's Council is on there every Friday. And, of course, the audio version of Dear America is on there. Todd's show today only on Rumble for the video, 1 p.m. Eastern time.
Wait. We just got one YouTube.
Oh.
One from YouTube if you want to do it.
Probably if it's to be sarcastic. Sure. Let's see. Thank you for being a voice. This is from Jules. Thank you for being a voice. Toxic leadership tried to illegally remove me from my company commander position over the jab. Love this true American channel. Thank you. And thank you for standing true against the jab. Anyway, make sure to check out Todd's new show, In the Hot Seat, a Dear America, I don't know, what are we going to call it? Umbrella show, or something like that, but part of the Dear America family. So we're super pumped about that. I really love the logo too. Todd, you want to tell them who helped with that at all in any way, shape, form, fashion?
Yeah, some jerk guy. His name's Graham.
It's a great logo. I think it's awesome. It's a great thing. Make sure to check his show out. And Riley, make sure to check out King's Council, not just on the audio podcast. Make sure to go subscribe and be a part of the King's Council. They're doing amazing things there. That's all we got. Papal Tony, say goodbye.
Hasta mañana, everybody.
Royce, say goodbye.
See you guys. Me and Tony are missing out by not having neon signs. Everybody else now has a neon sign.
Yeah,
Riley's ain't even on.
You got to keep costs down. He just got a new baby. Right. Anyway, all right. Royce, say goodbye.
See you guys.
All right, and Riley, say goodbye.
See y'all. Have a great week.
All right, and as always, I'm Graham Allen. Stay awake, not woke. Trust in God, not the government. And as always, stay free.